Grading your comics is stupid. Anyone paying for somebody else's opinion is a fool. Unless you want peace of mind. There's a comment I've noticed a few times on my videos and other comic hosts on YouTube. People who dislike grading for whatever reason, commenting and saying that grading is stupid, or anyone that grades is stupid, what a waste of money, etc., etc. This opinion seems to me to come from just a few places. One, maybe this person doesn't understand what an arbiter or a guarantor is or what the purpose of the job is. Two, they prefer raw comics for their personal collection. Or three, they don't like that someone else might look at their comics and say it isn't worth as much as they want to believe it's worth. Now, I can see these positions and why someone might hold them. That doesn't make any of them a firm standpoint to tell others that grading is stupid or useless. They haven't applied any logic or reasoning, and it's okay to have that opinion, but as a statement of fact, you're wrong in a lot of circumstances. So let's go through what I think the potential reasons are. The easiest one, you prefer comics raw. Good, done. You're not interested in grading your PC. I also have boxes and boxes of books that I don't care to have graded. We all do. However, it's quite the leap to say that because you prefer raw books, that grading is useless or waste. You've done nothing to reinforce your argument. If this person does try to reinforce it, they revert to one of the other two reasons as a justification. They don't understand the role of a guarantor. Yes, CGC and CBCS are for-profit companies, but that doesn't mean that they're willfully lying or selling out grades. Now, to be fair, they have problems. CGC has a big problem on their hand right now, and CBCS has bad customer service. Check out my other video if you want to see what I'm talking about. However, they are in the business of being a third-party arbiter. Having a third-party arbiter join the comic community has changed things for the better. Here, it's changed things for the better. Before CGC, CBCS, or even PGX, the only choice when buying, selling, or trading your comics was to take the word of the person that you were interacting with. If you don't know this person personally, they have all the motive in the world to be less than forthcoming with you. It is easy for these negotiations to end up as a back and forth, with one person trying to win the exchange. In the days when all you had was your local shop giving you commentary or referring to his Overstreet guide, your eye and my eye might differ. Yes, I'll head off your comment now, but CGC also is just looking with their eyes. No kidding. That is how most of us see. The difference is they are intended to have an impartial opinion. That is the role of a third party. They aren't connected to me, they aren't connected to you, and they don't care about our exchange. Their job is to give an unbiased opinion on the state of things. It won't always be perfect, which is why I said in my previous video that the biggest value in grading is the consistency, how they apply their standards regularly. The impartial third party telling us what they think the grade is then gives us some common ground to negotiate. This is also where the value bump comes in. Graded comics sell for more than raw books simply for the fact that the third party has deemed the book to be of that grade that you're seeing it at. There is safety there. You can rest assured that when that Silver Age CBCS arrives in the mail from Comic Link, that it won't have a big stain or rip in the back or be missing a value stamp or have a rusty staple, etc., etc. That is the guarantor's job, and it exists in many industries, certainly any that require validation. Are you going to buy a home or a used car without a home inspector or mechanic looking, offering their opinion? What about a piece of art from a gallery? Or that turn-of-the-century antique you've been looking at? All of these certifications are done by another human because they are an outside source of opinion. Now, if you still buck against it, and again, you cannot want it for your collection, you have to question the reason. I think a lot of pushback from people who dislike grading is because they don't like someone telling them about the state of their book or their collection. They take pride in their collection, as we all do, and have formed an idea of its quality and its value. It's what you always see on something like Antiques Roadshow or Pawn Stars. They have a great collection or an item worth vast sums of money, until someone else looks at it and surprises them by saying how common it is or that the condition hurts the desirability. you can always see how deflated they are. We all do it. Your items get imbued with personal and emotional value. Having a third party inspect it can very easily rob it of that personal value that you've built up over years of collecting. There is memories and passion in each addition to your collection. It's hard not to factor that in when you praise your own items. But I will point out again, this is why third-party graders have a value to the community, why it's worthwhile to have grading as an option. You don't have to exercise that option, but it is certainly a smart move if you want an unbiased opinion, or you want to buy a grail for your collection and ensure it's the highest quality you can afford in your price range. You can see it in any number of unboxings that there's real excitement and value in a graded key you've been chasing. If I've turned you around or convinced you it maybe does have some value, check out my other series comparing the three main companies. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel and tap that like button below as it helps get my videos out to more people. I'll catch you in the next one.